It's
You're also
mutual.
gay. You're playing on easy mode. You're a
Wait,
good-looking.
hey! Excuse me.
I mean, it's just
It
true
is
though.
not easy. All right. Look,
Really
it's
online
look.
dating apps as a gay man is not easy. Is that what you're about to say? You're about to
It's
lie.
not for everybody.
Discord on here as well.
Hello?
Yeah. Oh, you did it. Okay.
Okay, it was on push to talk.
Oh yeah. It'd be like that
So,
sometimes.
gamer moment.
Hello, Ethan.
Ethan, have
Hello,
you met
Austin.
AustinShow before?
I have not. We've never met before. Nice to meet you. I look forward to giving Chad advice today.
Well, nice to meet you as well. And
this is Morgan. Morgan is one of my moderators, regulators.
Hi. You're in your robe, looking pretty chatty. And you have no hair on your chest, which is, I don't know if that's Chad or not, but
well, I've had it lasered off. Otherwise, I would have a lot
You
of hair on my
did?
chest.
Oh, you lasered your hair off your chest?
I did, yeah. I wanted to be
Bottom
I grew
energy.
up wanting to be a
It's
twink.
bottom energy.
And I have not bottomed ever, for the record. But I didn't like body hair growing up, and I'm actually happy I did it because I can still grow chest hair. It's just not obnoxious.
Okay, let me turn on my camera.
I want to do this too. Boom. There it is.
Oh, what the fuck?
Okay. We can see you.
Okay, great. Why is my shit so small? I don't understand Discord. I'm a Discord boomer. It looks like a mainframe of NASA. Okay, here it is. Okay, we're good.
You look great. Chads come in all looks. Chads are gay. Chads are straight. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just
gay? I mean, what does that mean, bro?
No, I'm gay.
Because you guys are doing the twink thing.
No, I'm gay. I didn't call you gay. I'm gay.
He's gay, but not a bottom, but bottom energy for sure.
Oh, are you actually gay?
Yes, yeah.
Super gay. You'll find out.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. No, I know. Thank you. No, seriously, thank you very much. That's worth congratulating because I tried faking it with women for many years, and it was just disappointing to them and me, unfortunately. Many faked orgasms on my end, to be honest.
What was the first time you actually got to be intimate with a man, like, after all those years?
It was God, I was 22 years old. I was in my college apartment. It was amazing. It was ecstasy. It's the best.
Was it that good? I mean, I would imagine it would.
Oh yeah, it was phenomenal.
Who was the guy that you ended up hooking up with?
Some Tinder twink.
Oh, okay. So you just went through the internet. You said, fuck it.
Yeah.
Did you guys have, like, was it kind of just, sorry if this is too graphic. I'm actually interested.
Please, no. No, go ahead.
Was it like, did you guys have anal sex or just like kind of foreplay, stuff like that?
No, so we did a bunch of foreplay and then it led to anal sex eventually. Yeah. So, have you had anal sex before? Sorry if that's too much.
Not seriously.
Oh, just like cat, like just...
not like a full-on session. You know what I mean?
Like, I see what you mean. Like you
not
test
the completion
of
what you're saying. I'm anti-anal.
There's like
Austin
butt play,
knows this.
You know, where you're just kind of curious, but then there's like a full anal session, which is
that full anal is
different.
like where you douche and you like really prepare for it and you know that it's coming. You know what I mean?
Oh wow, yeah. So that's.
But see, the thing is,
was he prepared or was there?
Oh yeah, gay men, like professional gay men.
Explain how bottoms douche and get ready all the time.
Look, I don't know. I'm not a bottom, so I don't really know too much about it. But from what I understand, I don't know. Bottoms, they do their. They look. Alls I know, I don't know the details. Alls I know is it's ready for me usually. That's
bottom preparedness is very important.
It's like when mom makes the spaghetti. I don't know what's in that shit. I just know I come down and it's ready for me.
That's exactly right.
Oh,
that's real interesting. That seems like a really intense first encounter. It seems like most first gay encounters that not that I'm like a scholar on the topic, but
yeah,
it's usually anal sex seems to be like something that happens down the road. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Uh, I had several hookups beforehand that didn't involve sex, and then
Okay,
eventually
got
I
it.
got there. And then now I don't have many that don't involve sex.
Yeah, sure. That makes sense.
And so it's like you get kind of bored with the,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
You
I
just
know
kind
what
of
you
get
With the
bored with
what?
hand
With the
stuff.
blowjobs? Is that what it was
Well,
boring?
no, head's nice. Head's really nice. I enjoy that.
Do tops always give head?
Do tops always give head? I'd say notoriously tops are usually like there's a stereotype that tops, especially like they don't like give a lot. They just like are kind of selfish lovers. There's like a little bit of a stereotype
Are you a
around that.
selfish lover?
No, I am not. I am one that likes to give, and if my partner is not enjoying it or they're not into it, it turns me off.
I'm the same way.
What a
Yeah.
good lover.
What about you, Ethan? Same
Hasan's
way?
got like a giant fucking wajabi. I'm sorry, I don't know what you call it. The Hitachi
Hitachi
magic. That
magic
dude can
wand.
power
Yeah.
a fucking small neighborhood, and he brings it out on a
Yeah.
first date.
Oh, I thought you
When
were
I
talking
flip
about
it
his.
open, yeah, the entire block's energy goes out.
Yeah.
Are you talking about his penis?
No, no.
No, you know the Hitachi magic wand.
Oh, I thought you were actually. I thought you were. I thought that was like some sort of.
I do not have a nickname for Hasan's penis.
I thought you were
Yet.
talking about his penis.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I like to give. I like to please.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I roll as well. But folks, today we're gonna be giving our advice to a bunch of boys, girls, NBs in the Discord that have signed up. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, over 200 people have signed up. Obviously, not everyone's going to be able to get on. Obviously, not everyone's going to be able to get advice, but we're going to give them Chadvice. And it doesn't, you don't need to be a Chad or anything like that. It's just, it just stuck.
Hey,
The name just kind of stuck.
Don't fucking devalue Ethan and I, okay?
No,
Look,
I'm
we're
devaluing
Chads
myself. I feel like I'm
too.
not.
Okay. No, don't do the
You're
stolen
a Chad,
valor.
bro. But
The stolen valor thing,
No.
hold on.
He always
So,
says he's an incel.
am I giving genuine advice, or like this is what the Chad would do?
No, just give genuine advice.
Okay. Well, because there's like the Sigma advice. You want Sigma advice or Alpha advice or Chad advice? 'Cause
I think
can
you
vary.
should give authentic advice, and then at the end we all give the Chad advice. Sort of like, this is what you
Hit the
could do.
gym, delete Facebook.
Yeah.
I mean, I will definitely, most of the time, I'm going to say that. So, you guys just share your own perspective, but that's probably what I'm going to say regardless. So now I feel a little called out.
So, by the way, sorry I'm late.
All good.
I'm with Theodore and Elo left me, so.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it.
She didn't leave me like the marriage. She just went and got lunch with her mom.
Yeah. And,
Right.
and this is like your first time back on camera for.
Well, I have been doing videos on H3 TV. That's our another YouTube channel I have. I just started yesterday. I made 2 videos, just little shit posts. But
Yeah,
for the most part, live on a show. It's my first time back. It's good to be back. Good to be back with you, Hasan, my sweet Hasan, my beautiful Hasan.
Yeah, we've been
my podcast partner.
We've been talking a lot over the break. Especially with, look, what popped off on Twitch is like, that's like in your wheelhouse. That's your specialty. You are the DMCA king.
Yeah, probably. I mean, in terms of like creators who know about it, just because I've been in now, I'm in my second lawsuit about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you want to talk about that? I have plenty of thoughts about it.
If you want, we can. If you want to keep it for your H3 TV.
No, I don't. I'm not holding it. I don't give up.
All right, then give it to us.
I'll give up.
Give us a little bit. Give us a little bit of that juicy knowledge, that you have.
Obviously, you guys, fair use, it really doesn't enter the picture with stream watch-alongs because it's not fair use, and I think you guys know that.
Yeah.
I was listening to your stream. Nobody's saying it's fair use, right?
No, I think it's more so that like everything on Twitch technically is a copyright violation, and it's more so
Right.
in the eye of the beholder, the holder of the holder of the copyright, and they could pursue if they wanted to. And that's why there's like this arbitrary boundary that like most streamers understand. Best practices, if you will, where like if you watch someone's YouTube video, 99% of the time that content creator is gonna love that shit. They all do. They love it when you watch it on. Even if you trash it, they love it because it's like hella extra eyeballs on it. More subscribers for the channel, all that sort of stuff. And all of this is because obviously Twitch doesn't have a content ID style system that like automatically tracks videos and stops you dead in your tracks in the same way that YouTube does, right? But because of that, like I think some people went a little too far with it, or they were like watching full movies, they were watching anime, things that like historically get clapped. But people have, including Charlie Moist Critical, who talked about it in his own YouTube video that he made, have like watched old TV shows, for example, like I Want to Marry Harry, a show about it was a Fox show from way back in the day about marrying or tricking Americans into thinking that they're marrying British royalty, like Prince Harry, or old episodes of The Moment of Truth, shit like that,
Yeah, I mean, watching whole episodes of shit doesn't happen on YouTube because I don't know what I think honestly the DMCA, the big license holders, the automated systems have not reached Twitch yet. That's
Yeah,
what's going on.
exactly.
And the thing is, yeah, I mean, look, copyright needs to be enforced. It's like we watch full episodes of All Gas No Breaks, but we know he's okay with it, but he understands that it greatly benefits him to be loose with his copyright. Like if you look at Pokey, who was banned, she was watching what, Hunter x Hunter or
No,
Avatar.
she wasn't. That's
Yeah.
XUC still watching Hunter x Hunter, but like full blown episodes. But no, it's it was Avatar: The Last Airbender,
Yeah.
and Viacom is quite literally part of the reason why YouTube has such a ridiculously aggressive content ID enforcement measure to begin with, because of that lawsuit. So we know that they're hyper litigious. So that wasn't a smart move.
To look that word up.
Well, it was inevitable, but like I was kind of surprised to see how kind of relaxed y'all had gotten on this platform. But it was inevitable. I don't think there's any bad guys necessarily in the story. It's just that they're testing, because like what I was going to say is Nickelodeon has a really good case to allow people on Twitch to watch their show. Let's say Pokey's watching it with 50,000 people. There's probably a lot of people in there who have never seen the show. They'll watch a couple episodes and then they're going to want to go watch it. But the thing is, that's entirely up to Nickelodeon, and I feel like it's totally within their right to say, I don't want you to do this for whatever reason, if it's a good or bad decision. Because the truth is, we need the copyright, and the whole system, the internet doesn't exist without DMCA. Twitch and YouTube, the DMCA allows YouTube and Twitch and platforms like that to exist at all. Otherwise, they'd get sued into oblivion by the
Safe harbor.
holders.
Safe harbor is the measure. The measure that they've created is the DMCA measure, so they can operate a platform without being sued non-fucking stop.
So we need the DMCA, and I think we all agree that like the copyright is good in the sense that I wouldn't want to put a video on the internet and then find some asshole posting on Facebook and making money on it, right? So we agree that there needs to be a copyright where you own your work. And then
I don't do that personally. I don't care about that personally, but I know other people do, and I know other people, and I respect that as like someone who,
that's
especially if you're
just
not
an
like a mega
example.
corporation, you're like,
Look, you can't spend $10 million per episode on content and then allow, pieces of shit all over the place on YouTube, Facebook, whatever, anywhere to just post it. I mean, it's not feasible.
I understand that. That's why I'm saying like some degree of copyright is understandable, but the current way the
Are you
copyright works,
anti-copyright?
what? I think in a perfect world, like
Sorry, I keep cutting you off. I'm such an asshole. Go ahead.
no, it's all good. In a perfect world, I think like yeah, we wouldn't not even have any copyright because I mean we
I
don't live in a
disagree with
perfect
you on
world
that.
regardless, so it doesn't matter. People are making content to make money.
I'll tell you why you're okay with people posting your stuff. It's because your face is in it, so it still promotes you. If
Yes,
you were
that's a big part of it.
spending millions of dollars to make a video with some other dude's face, or it's just animated, it's got nobody knows. There's no direct path back to you.
You're
So they're
100%
stealing your
correct on that.
content, and you're not benefiting at all. That's fucked up.
No, you're 100% correct on that. And I also am like a firm believer that like big companies that fucking steal from like designers, artists, shit like that, they're scumbags, and there should be an enforcement mechanism to stop that from happening, obviously. Also, I get really annoyed when so I also get annoyed when mega corporations will just like straight up lie and be like, yeah, we're doing this for the small content creators. Like, no, bitch, you're not. But ultimately, what you mentioned is precisely part of the reason why I personally don't think like watching older episodes of a TV show that's still currently in circulation is not like super damaging. You know what I mean? Because
Well,
it's like you mentioned, the people that are going to make money off of that are going to make even more money because it's like also, creating some momentum around outdated old shows or shows that are not even in circulation anymore.
Right.
the truth is that the older kind of irrelevant stuff you watch, the less likely they are to come down on you. And let's be honest,
Yeah.
the punishment is not that severe for violating copyright. Like the chances that they actually pursue you for a lawsuit for damages, as far as I know, I'm the only idiot out here getting sued. You know what I mean? So like the
Yeah,
actual
but you're getting sued because you have a fucking asshole who's like up your ass. Like that is a person who's like personally trying to utilize copyright and has a fuckload of money that wants to hurt you by utilizing the pre-existing laws because he has a personal vendetta.
Right. Ryan
He's suing
Kavanaugh,
you?
by the way.
Yeah.
By the way, if his name's Ryan Kavanaugh, if you guys want to learn about him, I suggest going to the Google, typing Ryan Kavanaugh. This is important. Just type his name. You don't want to, and then scroll down till you find a website called "Does Ryan Kavanaugh Look Like Harvey Weinstein?"
Wait, what is that?
Click
Wait,
that.
let me do that real quick. Hold on one second.
Thank you, Hasan.
Let me just do that real quick. What did you say, Ryan Kavanaugh? This is American businessman.
Just
So
type
his
his name like
Wikipedia. He does look awfully suspiciously close to Harvey Weinstein. Oh wait, there's a website that says, "Does Ryan Kavanaugh look like Harvey Weinstein?" How helpful.
click that.
Oh, that's where the website is. Okay.
So you guys, if you don't know anything about Ryan Kavanaugh, go ahead and click this web. Thank you, Hasan. It means a lot.
No problem.
Yeah,
I mean, the public should thank whoever made this website. Honestly, very helpful.
It was me. I made it.
Oh, no way. That's crazy.
Well, it was me. But it's a public service. It's a PSA.
It's a
But
really
anyway,
it's a really good thing.
Yeah, it's real important that you guys do that. You type it into Google and then go down and click it and spend some time on the website.
Yeah. I mean, this is important. I feel like you should be very thankful that you are addressing the rumors here.
Oh, you want to know something funny about this website?
Well,
So there's this bootleg website on Teddy Fresh we've been dealing with for a while. They own teddyfresh.net. And we had to file, and they were impersonating us, right? They were like selling fake Teddy. I don't know what they were shipping people, but they were using our same product photos, our model photos. They were impersonating our business.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to file a complaint with like the World Trade Organization and get a bunch of arbiters, commerce lawyers to review it. Super expensive process. We finally got that website, and now it just redirects to our website. And just like 3 days ago, we got notified that somebody, I'll let you guess who, filed a complaint to try to take our website ownership of does Ryan Kavanaugh look like Harvey Weinstein? He filed a complaint with the World Trade Organization to saying that we're impersonating him, trying to take the website down.
What would that person do if they were to like to take it over? They would just say no. They would delete everything on the website and just write no on it.
No. Yeah.
Because this one is way more helpful than that, honestly.
Well, I'll tell you, he doesn't like that it's high up in the search result. And I don't know why, because it means that it's relevant when it's high up in the search result.
Yeah, and it's a helpful tool. Okay, but we got a lot of people waiting. Okay, we got a lot of people waiting right now to come in.
Ethan, do you think Trump's got a shot in 2024? What do you think?
Yes,
definitely. He's definitely going to win. I feel like it's easy Dubsville. It's going to take a massive L in the midterm. It's going to be a shit show. Trump's going to slide right in, dude.
We won't get too far into it. I just think the only thing that can save the Democratic Party at this point is Michelle Obama. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, stop with your lip shit. Also, you're the one who's fucking typing Chadvice mod check and then
dude,
continuing.
that was from an hour. That was from an hour ago.
Okay, don't lie.
Yeah, it was.
Wait,
it was.
What's
it was from
Michelle Obama talking about? Because I heard Joe Rogan being like, I mean, I like Michelle Obama, but
me too. I mean, I think look, I'd rather have her than Trump.
Sleepy Joe.
Yeah, or Sleepy Joe. Same. Yep.
All right. Well,
or Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Is that a possibility? Is she talking?
I hope so. She needs to save our country.
Is not a possibility.
I think student loan debt forgiveness could help, but I don't know why Joe dropping the ball on that one. I don't know. It's like, dude, you're gonna die. What do you care?
Yeah, that's the part. Okay, you guys are okay. You're sucking me into this conversation. Is my favorite topic to discuss. I'm trying not to.
Let's get into Chadvice.
Okay, we got people waiting.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Trump being president would be great for content. I keep telling Hasan, once Trump becomes president again, our show's gonna get triple ratings.
I mean, it's true. It is good for content. It's just like bad for the world. I constantly have to match that in my mind, where I'm like, I'm so fucking black pilled and such a doomer that like part of me is like, things are not going to get better regardless of who's the president, but like things can get much worse at a more accelerated clip, and like Trump being president will do that for sure.
Silver lining, baby.
Okay, let's do it. Let's bring in our first victim.
Okay, so 400 people actually applied this time. So going through all those was a disaster. So shout out to all the other mods that did that. The first person we're bringing in is named Waffles.
Okay.
Hello, Waffles. Welcome to the show.
Hello. Thank you for having me. And I just wanted to add on the video that Hasan watched earlier. As a bald guy, we do not claim him.
Oh yeah, we were watching Andrew Tate earlier give incredible takes about masculinity. It was really good. He's a fountain of knowledge.
Hasan, your cameras are kind of jacked up on your screen. Oh, there you go. You're fixing it.
I'm fixing it, brother. Hold on. Okay.
So Waffles, where are you from today?
I am coming from Finland.
Oh, nice.
Actually. So just so you know, we don't all sound like Swedish or Knut. Actually.
Well, yeah, no, I know you have your own accent. We just,
yes,
we don't know. I don't know enough Finnish people to impersonate it.
Yeah, it seems like I don't either. But I'm calling from Finland, and I'm well. I have. Do you want to hear the? Should I give you the spiel right now, or
yes? We would like to hear the spiel.
What do you need advice for?
Yes, I am 28 years old, dude. I am
Same.
very shy, as it's I am cripplingly shy, I would say, almost like very in a sense. But I have been diagnosed recently with ADHD and some we in Finland have the Asperger's diagnosis still in use, so I have that one. But I need your advice on how do I get over the abject terror of rejection I have. I have never been on a date. I have never asked anyone out. I have never done anything like that. I am can just I feel like an alien in the romantic life in that way. I feel like I need a play by play or I need I need like an earpiece or something when I go out and socialize. I work fine in small talk and all that shit, but everything else is terrifying to me.
Is there so I know like when you're autistic, there's different types of therapy you can do to overcome these kinds of things. Have you ever looked into anything like that?
Well, I have been in different types of therapy for over 10 years, going on 12 years in lately this year. So I've done, I usually went to, for many years, I went to a nurse, a psychiatric nurse who we kind of talked about these things. And I've been on action therapy, like cognitive, well, not cognitive, but action-based therapy, like something that were practical therapy for
Has
a
it
little
has it
while.
has it helped you at all? This kind of
Well, not yet in these things. It has helped in other ways, but I feel like this is something that is hard to breach, because even though you can sort of rehearse it and all that, it's never the same thing, and all the advice is mostly about the confidence and self-esteem. And I don't know, it feels very non-physical, non-practical in that sense. Like you gotta be confident, you gotta do these things, and I know
sure.
Hasan
It's
will
very
wants.
vague. What does that mean?
Yeah, like I need like step 1, step 2, step 3,
Okay,
something like that.
so there's a couple different things. Do you want me to? Can I step in here really quick?
Yeah, please.
Okay, so there's a couple different things. One, you talked about ADHD, which obviously I'm sure you're. I mean, you can get medication for, and also on top of that, like I'm sure the people that you're talking to are probably suggesting like having a structured, regimented life, which is very helpful for someone like myself, at least. Like the way I deal with my ADHD is certainly creating structures and healthy habits. But other than that, as far as like overcoming social anxiety, obviously I can't speak for autism and how much of a role that factors in. I'm sure it does a lot. But um, one thing that I did to overcome social anxiety when I was younger, and I still go through this every now and then, was I exercise it like a muscle. And what I mean by that is that your fear of rejection is not something you can get over unless you just get rejected a lot. And that's the unfortunate reality. And ultimately, you will get better in that process of being able to talk to strangers over and over again and getting rejected in a lot of those circumstances where it absolutely will help you realize that it's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a problem. And that more people are stuck in their own heads and have the exact same kinds of anxieties and fears that you're experiencing, and they're too busy with those kinds of fears in a social setting to recognize the things that you're doing that are weird. You know what I mean? Because that's one of the things that people are afraid of. It's like, oh man, am I sweating too much? Am I being really weird right now? Are they noticing that I'm being weird right now? And in most circumstances, they don't. I'll go so far as say that I used to have such like I don't even know if this is called social anxiety, but like I was so anxious that I couldn't wear glasses. I was so anxious that I couldn't wear a hat when I was younger. where I unironically thought like people are gonna look at me and go, "Why the fuck's that dude wearing glasses outside?" Like that's the degree that I like overthought these sorts of things. And the only way that I was able to get over it was by talking to people all the fucking time, no matter what, even if it hurt, even if it made me, even if I was fearful. And that is unfortunately the only, in my opinion, the best way to get over that, and seeing it almost like a muscle that you have to train.
Have you tried watching any red pill to pickup artists?
I was I kind of was in that hole for a long time, like half a decade ago. But thank God I got out
Don't
of it
listen to
before I
them,
got
bro.
radicalized. So
Dude,
and
you saved his life, Hasan.
I mean, there's a lot of people like this on the
Once you fall
internet.
down that red pill,
yeah, it's
then there's no hope. The truth is, what do you think's more the problem? Is it the like not knowing what to say in a social conversation? Like, let's say you're on a date, you're sitting across from a lady. I'm assuming
yeah,
you're heterosexual.
you're going too far already. I don't know how to get on one. That's one
Okay,
of the-
but like theoretically, let's just
Yeah.
say we've got the date. We're sitting across from you. Are you afraid that you don't know how to engage in the conversation? I mean, uh, 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 or you have conversations in the world, right?
Yeah, I have. I'm not, I don't think I am kind of, the problem is I am sort of I can work with people. I can kind of I can put on masking. I can be like a present myself as a normal person, but all my everything I usually have social life is very I put it on the Chadvice application. I put it as I have long-term acquaintances. I don't have friends in that
Right.
sense. I have a few friends, God bless them, they are awesome, and who have been with me since high school or earlier. But after high school, I kind of haven't really. I am not able to keep up with people. It's probably fear of rejection and also a little bit of the ADHD. I'm a bit too comfortable in being spending time by myself, so it's hard for me to call someone and go like, "Hey, want to hang out?"
So why did you have a lot of friends, or why do you still have long-term relationships that you cultivated in high school though? It's repetition, right? Like you were around them, you were forced to be in a situation where you're around them, and obviously that shows that your personality is not the problem, or you're not the problem in that situation. You just haven't been in a situation where you're around a lot of people where you can, slowly but surely cultivate relationships, right?
It's probably you're right. It's just very hard to get past that barrier of low self-esteem and
Well, it's a
confidence.
vicious cycle, right? You kind of just the more you retreat, the worse your self-esteem becomes.
Indeed, and it's kind of like if I go to a bar and my friend is egging me on to go talk to someone, I'm kind of like I get very paralyzed because I don't know. It's very weird. It's weird thinking that someone would want something from me. It's kind of you gotta convince yourself. It feels like delusion in that
I'll
sense.
be honest, even me to this day, I still struggle to pick people up in person. Most of my interactions through my life have been through online dating apps, to be honest, and like conversations that started on Tinder or something like that to break the ice. And like, because you almost in person, you kind of, you make you're so vulnerable because you really don't know what's going on the other side. But online in messaging and whatnot, you're able to kind of figure out if it's mutual. With Tinder, it's so easy because they swipe right on you, and it's it's
You're
mutual.
also gay. You're playing on easy mode. You're a good-looking.
Hey! Excuse me.
I mean, it's just
It
true
is
though.
not
You're
easy. All right. Look,
Really?
it's
Online
look,
dating apps as a gay man is not easy. Is that what you're about to say? You're about to
It's
lie.
not for everybody.
Also,
Okay,
Hasan,
not
I
for
didn't say I
everybody.
was gay. I didn't say I wasn't gay, but I am not gay. So
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for
Just
thank
supporting.
you for clarifying.
Can I
Well,
ask-
okay.
supporting the Austin.
It's good information to know because then, you know, Hasan is right though. Generally speaking, I think being a gay man in particular, I always say I could have a blowjob faster than an Uber Eats order. Like I'm not even shitting you. I could, you know, you go on the app, you know, you can set your settings to what your type is.
Now
and then
he's
just
flexing.
boom, populate
Yeah.
it. You know?
Yeah, and that's kind of interesting thing about that is that you know, I don't know. I've never been very in as a cishet male. I have never been very comfortable expressing any desire or interest in people in that sense, because it's the fear of rejection and also the fear of making someone uncomfortable in that sense. And it's kind of those rules are not rules, but those kinds of, you know, social cues are very vague, and it's very terrifying in that sense. And it's kind of course it comes from uh, uh, training, you know, repeating, exercising that muscle. But I'm kind of, because I'm starting so late, or if I start now, it would be so late that I'm afraid that it'll all be kind
Yeah,
of.
there's
No, it's
no such thing.
It's never. There's no such thing as too late.
And so what I want to go back to is like moments in your life where you were already cultivating successful relationships, even if you were in a really complicated social situation, social setting like high school. So you clearly were able to successfully develop relationships with people around you in a situation like high school where many people haven't. Like, you know what I mean? You already overcame that. You already succeeded in that situation. Going to a bar in a large group setting like that is not for everybody. I would go so far as to say that it is advanced level shit. So don't worry about that at all. Work to your strengths. And I think that Austin is correct. Dating apps could be really helpful in creating a one-on-one setting with someone that you're interested in. Are you on dating apps?
Yeah, I use Tinder, but it's very much like I'm very slow on my moves, so I go like 10 messages and then I either lose interest or don't have anything to say, or I'm too paralyzed to ask anyone out in that sense.
Wait, you get so you get matches on Tinder?
Oh God. Am I leaking something? No. It's I get some matches, but I'm also, it takes me a lot of effort to just say hi.
Dude, you get action on Tinder. You're in the door.
Yeah,
How would you rate yourself on
the hardest thing? Yeah.
I mean, for guys to get the match, that's the hard part.
Yeah.
How do you rate yourself on physical attractiveness, 1 to 10?
I am smack dab average. Like a
average is all you need, bro.
Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah, if it's like
Look at
1
me.
1 to 10. Yeah, it's like 1 to 10.
Who's better looking, me or you?
I'm a 5.
Who's better looking, me or you?
You know, I can't answer that fair way. No,
It's okay, bro.
You already did when you said that, bro.
No, but it's like,
can you send a
yeah,
dude? You got it. You're getting matches, and you know, chatting in on the Tinder is a great way to start. I mean,
it's how I started.
You're not face to face. It's low. It's kind of low stress compared to in person. I would definitely start there, man. Just chat them up, dude.
Yeah, chat them up.
Yeah,
And you know what, man? This is what I think. When you're on Tinder and you're like, God, I'm so nervous. I can't, you know, I don't know what to say. I want to ask him out, but I don't know. Just fucking do it. What are they going to say? No? Then who cares? Then they don't want to go out with you, and that's fine. Then you move on. You have to get comfortable with rejection, because we all get rejected. Hasan, look at Hasan. He is like
all the time.
He looks like he's what personifies Chad and like sexiness, and he gets rejected. Look, Hasan's not my type.
And very famously,
Like,
I mean, you know, if you've been in here long enough, you heard the Cara Delevingne story. Like, there's just like a lot of instances like that where people just don't, and we match, and I think like, oh, this is perfect. You know, and then it doesn't. There's nothing that comes out of that, and it happens.
It happens to everybody. To
Yeah, it's
everybody.
I would chat for a little bit, a couple days. If there's some, just that don't ask them out right away. I mean, I've been married for so long now. I've never even used Tinder, but that shit didn't even exist when I was dating.
Mm.
We all just fucked each other in my friends groups in college. You know what I mean? Everyone just had sex with each other.
Quit
You just
bragging,
feel like
dude.
who's compatible. But just chat them up for a couple days. If the conversation's still going, just ask them out. I wouldn't ask them out right away.
Yeah, no.
But the
Don't shoot
fact
from the hip.
Is it
the
like
fact that you're having matches on Tinder is
It's
you're
good,
there,
really
bro.
good.
Yeah, it's apparently okay. It's just yeah, it's
May I suggest
I
upgrading to Tinder Gold?
I gotta try that.
You should.
Probably.
I'm serious. Like it gives you more super likes. You can expand your. I'm not even sponsored by Tinder. I just think it's great. If you're if you're hitting the internet market, you know what I mean. I think it's great. I'm not. It's not an
Also,
ad.
Well,
I
what's he gonna
genuinely
do?
think it's
Date a
great.
Norwegian?
No,
God
you never
forbid.
know, right? The world is your oyster. Why would you limit
Well,
yourself to Finland? You know what I mean?
It's
well, also, have you seen these devices where they just swipe like 100 times a second? So you might want to get one of those as well.
yeah.
Yeah,
I live
an auto swipe.
the,
Yeah, there you go.
the one problem is that I actually live so kind of like at such a backwoods place that I have probably swiped on everyone at
That's the issue. That's another
and
problem, man. Where you
yeah.
live, like I know so many people. Like my friend, he could not get laid in college. We're from Oregon. We went to college in Oregon. He could not get laid, and he moved to Florida. And this guy every night, different girl every night. And I think geographically where you're located has a lot to do with what happens.
Yeah, but it's 0%. I mean, you're in Finland, so like obviously it's a little different, but like there's 0% chance that you have like seen every eligible person that you could be interested in being in a relationship with in your proximity. It's like physically impossible unless you're in Iceland, in which case they're all your cousins. So GG's on that.
Yeah, but you have an app for that. So in Iceland, of course.
Yeah, this is true. There's literally an application.
There's an app in Iceland to determine whether you're related or not.
You think this is a joke, but it's not a joke. Yes.
But, yeah, I
That's
want
awesome.
to kind of I want to before I probably leave the room for other chatters. I wanted to kind of go for that earlier. That kind of is it the because Ethan said that it takes 2 days. Like talk to them for a few days or something. How is it? Because do people go like, hey, wanna grab a coffee someday or something? Is it really that only?
Yes.
Is it like you don't elaborate
Yes.
anything?
It's literally that simple.
It's like, hey, do you want to go grab coffee sometime?
Yeah.
Would you
I
want to
would
go grab
I would
coffee?
recommend for a first date, which would be really nice, is like, hey, let's get go to a nice place where you can get a coffee, go take a walk through a park or something, and just see if you guys connect in person. Yeah, that's it. I mean, you're really just trying to meet them and see if there's chemistry. You can take them for a meal, you could take them for a coffee, but I think women, or when you're trying to court someone, they like kind of a public setting. They
Yes.
like when it's not super committal, so it's like they don't feel trapped. So I think the coffee date is a perfect setting to meet someone.
I would second
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I think with eating dates, are a little bit more intimidating. I feel like there's more pressure with eating dates, where with coffee you can sit and sip your drink and talk, and it's more conversational than a dinner. There's too much going on at a dinner. I think first date, Ethan's correct. Coffee date.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I can see that, and it's just usually I just get into my head so easily in that sense that I kind of start questioning every move so hard that it kind of falls apart before I get to that point. So it's just hard to be.
You know what's fucked up
Fuck
is
that.
these red pills and these pickup artists. You know why they're successful is because there are people like you in the world who are not confident socializing. These pickup artists, they go, we have the answers, right? We tell you what to do and how to say, and it's just a game. That's bullshit. There's no answer. The only answer really is for you to. There's no easy solution here for you. I'm sorry to say. You just got to do it. And if you're looking for like a partner, actually, if you're looking for someone to, build a life with, those red pills, is a bottomless pit of just pain and self-loathing and confusion.
Yeah.
Just be genuine. The thing is, like, be thoughtful, listen, be nice, ask questions, be engaged with them. Just be genuinely interested in who they are, and you know, try not to talk too much about yourself. I would say more listen to them and try to engage with them and be interested with them.
Yeah, people love
And
to hear themselves speak.
Yeah.
it's not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes when you're nervous and you just want to feel like you're doing conversation, but I think it's good to um let that person know that you're interested, that you're listening, that you're a nice person, and that's pretty much all you can do at the end
Yeah.
of the day.
All right. That's yeah. I just think I need to try to run into a brick wall for for the first few times just to get over it. But
But
yeah,
you're not. You're
thank you.
probably not even going to run into a brick wall. I mean, yes, there will definitely be failures, but that is how you learn and that's how you get better. And also, these things aren't as by the book as Ethan also called out, like as red pill Andy's try to fucking describe it. So, it might just not be good vibes. You might not actually, you might not actually fit well with that other person. So all you can do is keep trying.
Don't take rejections personally either. You know what I mean? Don't get in your head about rejection. Don't go down that slippery slope of being like, oh, it must be something wrong with. No, there's nothing wrong with you. I would venture to say most interactions between people that are going down that romantic road don't work out. That's what I would venture to say. I can speak from personal experience. Most of the time if I were to engage in a discussion like that, most of those haven't gone or materialized into anything. So you have to understand that you're not the only one in that, and it's not a you problem. It's just the human condition.
Yeah, it's you gotta. I think for me it's just hard to be very laissez-faire about it in that sense, and it's very hard to when you're in that moment. It's hard to realize that and
Do you talk to a therapist about why you take rejection so hard? Because that's probably something to sort out with the therapist too.
well, it's probably very related to the ADHD in that sense. It has been very common for many people to have that problem about rejection being especially painful. It's a lot of people talk about rejection sensitive dysphoria in that sense. But yeah, I don't want to waste your time anymore in that sense. So
You're
Well,
not
just
wasting
remember,
your
dude. Just remember, you're gonna fucking die like pretty soon, in the universal scale. So I
yeah,
mean, none of this
that's true.
fucking matters. So some random girl rejecting you when you're on your deathbed, you're not even gonna remember her.
Yeah.
All
Not
right, but
forget your deathbed in like 3
In
months.
a
You're not even
week,
gonna
you're
remember
gonna
her.
not remember that at all. And
Well,
the more you get
yeah,
rejected, the less important it's going to feel. So take those, this is so cheesy, but take those losses as a lesson and see the positive in that, because you're like, well, I'm
Bro.
learning. I'm
Yeah, but
learning
tell
and
you
I'm developing thick skin.
hang on, I got something for you. The star Beetlejuice is the size of 400 million suns. Have you heard of that star?
yeah.
You know about Beetlejuice? Beetlegeist.
Yes.
It's
Yes,
400 million suns, bro, and you care about being rejected?
Yeah,
It's so
it's
big, dude.
yeah, but that's just I know it's cowardice, but What can you
Our
do?
sun
No,
is
you're
going
not
to
a coward.
explode, bro. In like 6 billion years, our sun is going to explode and engulf the whole fucking galaxy, dude. Your rejection
Just,
will be
Ethan, you're
I
giving
think
him
I
an
will.
existential crisis on top
I
of.
think I will go get another drink here, but yeah. But before I leave, I just wanted to say thank you for the mods. They were absolutely great, and how they worked this stuff around and did everything very very clearly. So
Yeah.
and
No, they're great.
thank you guys, thank you all, and have a good one.
But
You
it's
got
not
this.
cowardice. Don't forget, it's not cowardice. It is perfectly natural to feel the feelings that you feel. Stop saying it's cowardice, okay? I would go so far as to say it's simply inexperience, okay? That's it. And the best way to effectively combat that is by gaining experience. So, exposure therapy. You got to fucking overcome it by doing it and doing it with everyone. Just like talk to people. Force yourself to be more social, even if it's a platonic conversation. You know what I mean? And ultimately,
sure,
you're
yeah.
just going to get better at talking to people.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you,
Take care,
Waffles.
bud. Good luck.
Thank you. Bye.
I was gonna go pee real quick.
I have to pee as well. But you go first, and then we'll wait for the person, and then I'll go pee while you guys are giving advice.
Hasan, do you have like a time limit on this?
Yes, I do. We need to like do this a little bit faster, like because I have.
I was gonna ask you because the first one took a really long time.
Yeah, but it was good. It was a good, helpful conversation.
Just don't get red pilled, guys. That's the worst fate for any man.
No, I mean, there's like, I think this process, like, if they're here, if they're in my Discord, like, they've already moved beyond that. You know what I mean? There's very few people in my Discord like that. There's a lot of people in my Discord and in my community that was at the precipice of that are no longer, that are no longer in that place at all.
Approximately how many more people do you want to bring on?
I mean, I
did. Okay, because we have like 20 people.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's just like let's run through them as quickly as possible then.
Okay. Cool.
He probably has a weak chin or something, and that's why the females don't want him.
Okay, stop, dude. Someone said, can you explain the red pill process? I think my guy friend is going through that, and it is bad. Red pill process is this. When you start noticing that, like, your guy friend is blaming women or blaming, like, societal structures that are improper interpretations of how society is organized.
And making insane generalizations about all women.
Yeah. If they start eating raw meat, they start saying female more often. Females.
Well, yeah, because basically the red pill, the pickup artists, they look at women, they start to look at women as objects, and they say like, you have to hack them. It's just you got to hack the mainframe. They look at women like they all want the same thing, and they're all basically lots of biological explanations. You start to hear that.
Yeah. Like just the essentialist attitude about how men and women operate, and it's like super rigid. And you see it in the natural phenomena. It's a natural phenomena that's like reoccurring in interpersonal relationships. That sort of stuff. It's bullshit. All right, who's up next?
All right, let's bring in the next guest.
Okay, the next person is Iggy for mod. Their pronouns are he, him. Hi, Iggy.
Hey, can you hear me?
We can hear you,
What's going
Iggy.
on, Iggy?
Welcome to the show.
Cool. Awesome. I want to start this off by saying I'm a huge fan of Ethan. I literally created my YouTube account 8 years ago to add to my favorites the like warm it up, it's a 10 video, because I wanted to show it to all my friends. So like super happy about that.
Thanks, bro.
And I guess I'm a fan of Austin and Hasan as well.
You don't have to mention that, but thank
Damn,
you.
bro. Okay,
Yeah, no, you
it's
don't got to
sick.
do that. You don't got to do that. This is like the online version of when
Yeah,
people
you know-
ask for pictures in real life, and then they ask you to
Yeah.
get into it because they feel bad.
You know
It's all right.
who's not getting mod? Iggy for mod. That's who. Okay. How about
That's
that?
literally the only reason it's my name. It's because I want to be a mod.
Wow.
Come
Okay.
on. But I guess if I want to relate to Austin, I'm currently sitting in a closet because I don't want my roommate to hear what I'm about to say.
Oh my god! Like a
Like metaphorically, or are
proverbial-
we like
Yeah.
literally also?
No, like in a 2x2 closet.
Well,
Oh,
let's hear it. Well,
let's hear it. Well, this is.
Are you
this-
embarrassed for your roommate to hear it? Because you are talking to 40,000 plus people right now.
Yeah, but I don't know any of these losers.
Look,
Yeah.
I haven't been in a closet for 6 years. Okay.
All right, let's hear it.
Yeah, and sometimes I wish you went back in. So.
Fuck you.
So yeah, so I'm about to out myself with something. So I'm 32. I live in Las Vegas, and the reason I'm using my actual like username is because if anyone else has this issue, feel free to message me like on Twitch or Discord. But anyway, so I have HSV2, which is herpes, and a lot of people, you know, we're in a very large community, so
1 in
a lot of
5
people here, yeah, 1 in 5.
It means you've
maybe up
gotten
to 1 in
laid.
3. It does mean I've gotten laid. So so basically how I got it was about 6 years ago. I was dating a girl, and she was very upfront about it, and I took my time, you know, to do all the research about, you know, what that would actually mean if I were to contract it, etc. And we used protection for probably 6 months, but I was like pretty sure that this was going to be maybe a future wife or a long-term partner. So I was like, all right, you know, we can just go without protection, and if it happens, it happens, you know. And of course it happened, and then like 2 months after that we broke up, and so I just felt like totally alone in my world. And so now I'm, you know, a single guy. I was 26 at the time, and I'm just like, oh man, I have herpes and this sucks, and now like, you know, my life is over. I'm never going to be able to date anyone. And it took me probably like 2 or 3 years to actually finally go on dates again, because I was so afraid of how to actually disclose it. And since then I've had several partners, and it's never really been a problem with disclosing or anything like that. I feel like I have like a pretty good method of how to disclose, but I actually recently went on a date from someone I matched with online, and it didn't go well, and she was like disgusted by me, and she was like, this was a terrible time to tell me, and blah blah blah. And I was just like, okay, well, that sucks, because I've literally only had like 2 or 3 times that it wasn't a good conversation.
Sorry, go ahead.
And so I guess, you know, the 3 of you have all dated. You know, Hasan and Austin are like regularly sexually active, and so I'm sure this conversation has come up quite a bit. It's also possible that one of you have it, and you know, don't need to obviously express your own health issues or anything like that. But I guess like when it comes to dating, and it's a little tough since you're all men, so it's like maybe we're willing to put our, you know, precautions aside because like we want to have sex, obviously, like that's the end goal. But for me, disclosing it to a woman, you know, especially like if it's something that I really want to, you know, be with, it almost feels like it's taking me out of dating, because I'm just like so nervous of having to deal with that, and the whole like the anxiety of having to deal with that conversation is awful, and it's just such a shitty feeling. Even though like I'm not like I don't have like active herpes, like I have never actually transmitted it to someone as far as I know, and I've actually, you know, been with people who have had herpes, like when I've disclosed it to them, which is always kind of a weird conversation, because then I'm like, oh, by the way, like I have herpes, and then they're like, oh, I do too, and it's like, were you gonna tell me? Like that's kind of a little bit sussy. But
So first of all,
Yeah,
it's just let me just start off by saying thank you for saying I'm sexually active. That was very nice of you.
Well, hold on. You excluded me, and I'll say my wife is pregnant. I'm the only one that has physical proof to say, "Hey, I'm sexually active." You guys don't even, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but
Like you guys say, "Oh yeah, I get laid," but I'm the only one that has
but
evidence of
Okay.
that.
I feel like there's sexually active and then there's married. You know what I mean? I think they're two separate categories.
Yeah, I know what he meant. I'm just kidding.
Okay. First and foremost, so when I was younger, I had a scare where someone told me that they had it after the fact. Okay. And I was terrified. And so I went to the doctor, I got like tested. But before this process started, I went through the steps of rationalizing like what the problem was with herpes in general. So since then, I think I have a very like open-minded approach to this, and I think you'll understand where I'm coming from, especially as someone with herpes, right? First of all,
You have herpes?
if you
Oh.
I did not, but I went through the rationalization process to be like, what if I have it? Like, what if I have it? Like, what is the big problem with it? And what I came to the conclusion was that the stigma associated with it exclusively revolves around the fact that it's a sexually transmitted disease. Because ultimately, you see it all the time. People call it cold sores, right? Like that's herpes. I've had herpes in the sense that I've had shingles. That's herpes, right? It's a form of herpes. But the reason why shingles does not have the same kind of stigma associated with it, and the reason why people don't even realize that like cold sores are fucking quite literally herpes, and don't realize it. And also, one is type 2, one's type 1. Obviously, most people have a type 1, but a lot of people have type 2 as well. Okay? Chickenpox is also herpes. The reason why people don't have that kind of stigma associated with it is because it's not supposedly like about promiscuity. But ultimately, what the fuck is it? It's a zit. Okay? It's like an aggressive zit. That's all this is. So I walked through the steps on my own and realized that like at the end of the day, even if I did have it, which luckily I didn't, but if I did, then it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Type 2 hurts your cock though. Okay, well.
It's definitely like it can be an aggressive zit, like you say, but like most people who have herpes, they have one initial outbreak and then they never have it again. But the problem with that is like you are still shedding for the rest of your life, and it's always possible that you can pass that on, which is just kind of shitty because it's like I don't have bumps on my dick, I don't like if I've since my like initial outbreak, like I've never had any flare-ups, I've never had any issues whatsoever. So it's not like a woman's looking at my dick and she's like, it's like covered in like herpes bumps. Like, I don't want to have sex with you. Like, for all intents and purposes, I have a very normal penis. And so
Isn't there medicine you can take that like prevents you from passing it to a partner?
There is, and like I've always gone into a relationship that like I'm starting with like, hey, like I'm willing to take I think it's called Valtrex. It's like a once a day medicine. It lowers your chance to pass it, but it doesn't eliminate it. So like again, you're still rolling the dice if you're gonna have unprotected sex. Even
at the end of the day, you got this thing. You can't eliminate the stigma, even knowing that it's like a weird cosmetic thing that comes up once in a while. It doesn't really harm anyone. I mean, it doesn't. It's not really harmful to the health in a
I think
serious
it
sense.
increases the likelihood, like, I mean, it's like every other thing. It increases the likelihood that you can possibly get cancer, I believe. But there are some complications that come with it, but it's not like the stigma associated with it. It does not match the actual fucking consequences. If that makes sense. Because like people are like, oh, you're dead. It's over. Your life is over. You're done.
No, but I
like
understand
what you just described. It's not at all.
And
It
that's how
makes
I felt
dating hard.
when I first got it, because I was like, I like cried about it, and I was like, oh my god, my life is over. And then you start researching it, and it's like literally like the one of the worst things that can happen with it is actually for women, and it's if they were to have an active herpes outbreak while they're giving birth, and they
Yeah.
can pass it to the child. But it's very rare because you would have to actually like have an active herpes outbreak going on, and then if that were to happen, you know, worst case scenario, they just do a C-section, and it's, you know, not terrible. But
Yeah, I mean,
obviously I understand that's a whole different conversation. But it's obviously like a worse thing for a woman to have to make the decision about than a man, because like you said, like I think the worst thing that really happens for a man if you have like a habitual bad case of herpes is that, yeah, you might be like more susceptible to cancers, and I think it has some issues with your kidney. So, you know,
but
I'm not concerned about it,
in
but the
truth,
harder part.
all you can do is disclose. Disclosing is a very nice thing. I mean, there's psychos out there that don't disclose. I mean, that's crazy. But like, if you're
Yeah.
disclosing, you're a good guy. Your partners will appreciate it.
I gotta
Obviously,
pee. I'll be back.
some women
Go
are
on.
gonna have a negative reaction, like what happened to you recently, and okay, fine, moving on. You know what I mean? That's what it is. I mean, you, so you just got to disclose and find the right person who either has herpes already or who, you know, uh, understands and is okay taking on that risk. What can you do? You know, aren't there dating sites for people with genital herpes too?
Yeah, I went on one, and it was not a great experience, just because it's like it's almost like, you know, you're lumping yourself into just like one group of people, and it while it's like, I guess it's okay because then you don't have to deal with the whole like situation of like, oh, you know, I'm disclosing and all this kind of stuff. It's like I don't want to have to just like pick from a specific pool of people just because of this,
Yeah,
even though like, maybe
I
it
would
is more helpful.
I would you just got to disclose, man. It sucks. It's a shitty situation. You just got to disclose. I guess the question is, how long do you wait, right?
Right.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's hard because you feel like, oh, well, they're going to bail if I tell them right away.
Well, yeah, that's I guess that was like ultimately like my main question, because it's like I don't want to like lead off with like, hey, like here's my opener, and also like, by the way, I have herpes, so like, you know, do you
What?
want to still date me? But at the same time, it's like you wait too long, and then are you like betraying someone's trust, or are you like not saying it at the right time? And then like I obviously like always say it way before I'm gonna have sex or anything like that, because, you know, I don't want to be like getting ready to have sex and then be like, hey, by the way, like this is what's up, because that's super disingenuous.
Sorry about that. I
No,
was
that's
listening.
cool. Yeah, no, and I mean, I'm sure Austin has to deal with this, but in a much higher regard.
I don't have herpes. I don't have herpes. I haven't I haven't dealt with I haven't dealt with this in any regard really, but it's very informative.
Well,
Are you mad at that girl who gave it to you?
yeah, sometimes, but like at the same time, it was my decision to have unprotected sex with her, because, you know, that's the male. I don't know. That's just what I wanted to do. Like, but the reason I brought it up about you, Austin, is because like
Oh,
obviously in the gay community, HIV
yes,
is a
yes,
much bigger
yes,
issue,
yes.
and the
Yeah.
difference between HIV and HSV or herpes is like two polar opposites. Like one, they both stick with you for life, but one of them can be pretty poor quality of life. And but I mean, they've made a huge medical advances, like where a lot of gay men live with HIV, and it's not really a big deal to their
Right.
lives.
But the thing is, I'd say as a gay man, the biggest fear would be HIV for sure.
Yeah.
But they do have a drug called PrEP, which is extremely uh, successful at preventing HIV infection, from what I understand. But all STDs are a fear, of course. You know, you just have to have practice safe sex and communicate well with your partner, which I think you're doing the right thing. It's just a matter of finding the right people. And I really look down on that girl who reacted the way she did.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
she's just that's just fucked
yeah,
up.
like what should I have told you after we had sex? You know what I mean? Like, would that have been a better time?
Well, can I pry a little bit? Like, how long were you guys dating before you told her?
Oh, we went on 3 dates, and then, like, I was pretty sure that we were out, like, getting ice cream, and, like, I was pretty sure we were gonna go back to my house and have sex, and I was like, "Hey, by the way, like, before we head to my house, like, this is the right time to disclose." I never like to disclose, like, anywhere close to, like, the actual, act of sex is gonna be happening, because I feel like that's disingenuous. But yeah, it was basically like I told her, and then she was like, "Yeah, fuck this," and that's disgusting. And so yeah, sucked. But if she was like that about that, then, like, it would suck about other things too. So
Bro,
I
you're a
wouldn't let that
G. Don't worry about it. She wasn't the
Yeah,
right person.
exactly.
Who cares? You know what I mean?
You did the right thing. It sucks she reacted that way. I wouldn't let it discourage you from just keep doing your thing. I mean, she should have been like, "Thanks for telling me," Damn. I mean, she's kind of like, did you a favor. She's not a good partner.
Yeah, anyone who reacts that way when you are, you're doing the right thing, anyone who reacts that way obviously is not like the greatest person, you know what I mean? Or technically she might not have she might have never
Yeah.
like the reality is, like, she, statistically speaking, if she's active sexually, she's probably been with people that literally have herpes and have not told her. You know what I mean? So
she probably has herpes.
So you're doing the right thing, and if her reaction is that way, then she's obviously not put a lot of thought into it, or she's like not a very nice person. So either way, you dodged a bullet.
yeah, I agree. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for.
You're good, dude. You're doing the right thing.
Yeah, you're doing the right thing.
Thanks. You guys are awesome too. I
Yeah, take
appreciate
care
it.
and hope you get
Thanks,
out of
bro.
that
Thanks.
closet. I sure did.
I'm gonna leave right now.
Yeah. All right.
Coming
Cool.
out.
All right. Go. I'm coming out.
Love that guy. That guy was such a good dude. Especially, I knew I liked him when he said he was a fan of me, and then I was like, wow, this guy
Yeah,
really.
you're like, this guy. He's got a good head on his shoulders.
Ethan, are you in a closet too?
No, I'm in a basement.
Oh.
That's like super gay. I'm not in a closet. I'm in a fucking basement, bro.
A basement closet. I just see a bunch of clothes behind you. Is that the closet there? Or is it just wardrobe or something?
We have a bunch of Teddy Fresh
I
samples
see.
and proto samples and stuff down here.
I see. Gotcha.
Sorry, I'm gonna eat. Is that okay?
That's okay. I'll let it slide.
Yeah,
Okay.
of course. Yeah.
The next person is Booyah. The pronouns are he, him.
Bro, are you eating a Subway sandwich right now?
Mm-hmm.
Disastrous, dude. Like, at least
And it's
get like
wheat,
Jersey.
and it's wheat bread.
Oh God, get Jersey Mike's or something, dude. What are you doing?
I like the calorie count on it.
What is it? 500?
Veggies. It's like real low on calories.
What do you got? What sauce you got in there? Mayo, ranch?
Just mayo.
Okay. Well, hey.
What is it? What is it? 500 calories? How much is it?
It's 500 calories for the
and
mayo.
also I get no cheese.
Oh,
so
there you go.
yeah,
Okay.
maybe 600 calories.
You're making sacrifices.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean,
I
you're
love
right about
mayo.
that.
I love mayo. Let's see.
All right.
Is that a 12
who do we
inch?
got? Who do we got on the docket next? Booyah.
Booyah.
What's good,
Hi, everyone.
Booyah?
How are you?
Good. How are you, Booyah?
I'm good. How are you, Booyah?
I'm fine. So I'm sorry, but it's a combination of factors for me that it's really late here, and I'm a bit excited. And my primary language is not English, so my English is probably not going to be really good.
Where are you from?
I'm from Italy, but right now I'm in Denmark.
I love Italy. I just went there this summer. I was in Rome and Florence.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
Like a real Italian.
That's right. I forgot.
Bro, he said it like you just like were all over Italy. Like you were fucking Italy up. Yeah, I know.
And we know you were here. Yeah.
Everyone
I was about
knows.
to say that I actually accept a bit of Italophobia, so.
It's the most unacceptable thing, I think. Afraid of phobia.
Well, what brings you on here today, sir?
Okay, so my issue is like a bit similar to the one that the first guy had.
Yeah.
So I will try to continue from where he left.
Mm.
So yeah, my issue is that I'm 22 and I've been really shy for my whole life. But I actually managed to, like, since high school, I've managed to get a lot better at dealing with relationships. But I only managed to get better with, let's say, friendships, like to get comfortable with people as friends.
Mhm.
But I never managed to get intimate with girls. I'm straight,
So,
and I never had any sexual like encounter with girls.
that's okay.
And so I don't know. They told me to
Are you looking to
give
have
you guys.
sexual encounter? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Okay.
What's
And
your goal?
I don't know. It's like the weird thing for me is that I always thought, oh, okay, my shyness, is getting better. So maybe I don't know. Maybe when I go to college, this issue will get solved. But it didn't get solved. And then I said, oh, maybe when I get to another country, when I get to the big city, I went to Copenhagen, maybe it will get solved, but it didn't. And so yeah, I'm in a situation right now where like all my friends have already had sex, and I'm the only one. When we have conversation, I never know what to say. It feels really weird.
Well,
Are-
you shouldn't have friends, first of all, that put that It's not a.
Yeah, you shouldn't have any friends at all. That's right. Austin's right.
No,
No.
just put like your friends shouldn't put on like.
Yeah,
Who
what the
cares?
fuck?
It's
Yeah,
not their-
wait. You,
what are
you,
they,
you haven't
gay?
disclosed your
I
status
mean,
to your friends? Like they don't know you're a virgin?
No, they know, but like it's one of those things
they-
that they know, but it's like weird both for me and both for them to talk about.
How old are you?
I'm 22.
Okay. I didn't lose my virginity until I was 21. I mean,
yeah, I
Yeah, I
lose
lost it
mine
when I
till
was 18.
20. I lost
Yeah.
mine when I was 20.
I know that
where
it's
do you
like
go to?
yeah, sorry.
Where do you go to? Do you go? Where do you go to pursue women? Is it do you do it online? Do you go out to bars? Where does the trouble come up?
I mean, I try both. I actually had like a couple of questions regarding this.
Go ahead, please.
Like, because when I go to bars, for example, like I always go with like a bunch of friends, and to me it's like really weird because it feels really weird to approach a girl when there are all of my friends together with me, and I don't know, it feels really weird. Like if for example, if I am in a group of friends and there is a girl that I think, oh, I would like to to talk more with this girl, or try to date this girl, I never know how to single out the girl from the group, because if you are at a bar with all your friends, it's like I don't know, for me it's hard to say, okay, I'm gonna interact more with this girl and single her out with respect to all the other people.
don't you just talk to her and see if there's like chemistry? You don't need to separate her. Just say like, hey, what do you do for a living? Whatever, blah blah blah. Start some small talk and see if there's chemistry.
Yeah, I've tried that, but I don't know. It seems like I don't know how to get farther than that.
Yeah, I just thought of a strategy. Okay, I'm shooting from the hip here. Ethan, Hasan, put me in my
Doesn't
place.
include date rape drug, does it?
No, no, it does not. Not at all. I was thinking like if you get nervous to talk to people or have extended conversations, because a lot of times for me, sometimes when I'm attracted to somebody and I'm talking to them in person, sometimes it's like really nerve-wracking to continue that conversation because you start to get like, oh my God, what are we going to talk about next? So like, have you thought about like in that, if you get those conversations going, make up like, oh, hey, I really got to go somewhere, but can I get your number? And then you leave to sort of think about things and then you hit them up over text and continue things later. Is that a good strategy?
Yeah. No, and so then we get to my other question, which was because I also tried like Tinder, dating apps, And my problem is that, okay, so if I decide to text this person, I get into this weird feeling that I don't know what to say. Like maybe I get accepted by some girl on Tinder, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I say hi, and first of all, most of the times when I say hi or I say something like I send the first message, they never answer back. I don't know what it is.
I think that's mostly like with the last guy that we spoke with that you were comparing yourself to. This most of this, like you don't. It's not a you thing. It's most of these interactions end up like that. You have to be to some degree become comfortable with that.
Yeah, you mean that you send a message but they don't answer back?
Yes, it's very common, even with Hasan, right? Like I don't know, I haven't seen his dating profile, but the reason I say that is because he exemplifies Chad and sexy and everything like that. He even gets rejected all the time. People just don't respond. So it's very, very common. Do you just say hi with it, or do you say like, hey, what's up? Oh my gosh, I noticed you're a horse lover. I love horses too.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
I've tried a bunch of things. Like I don't know, you know, on Tinder there is this thing where you can put like your music, like the music you listen to. So often I try to say, oh, the music that you listen to is really cool. You know, I listen to the same stuff. But I don't know.
Yes,
Most of the times, it works.
and they don't respond.
Yeah.
It happens.
Okay, I have a question for you.
That's the name of the game with Tinder.
Are you just straight Italian, or are you? Because you sound. This has nothing to do with the conversation, but like you sound like you got a little bit of Arabic in you.
No, I'm straight Italian.
Straight Italian, because you keep saying
yeah.
B. You keep saying P's like a B, and I'm like, damn. Okay, anyway, that was completely unrelated to the question I had. So the thing is, or I don't even have a question actually. The problem is like, look, there's no magic solution to being able to talk to people, and it fucking sucks on dating apps. Like it just straight up sucks because the attraction in most circumstances, like the incels, I hate to say it, are like kind of correct that like the attraction in most circumstances is already preset, especially on depends on which dating app you're on, right? Where it's like it's either a 1 or a 0, and then you move on from that point, right? So you have to find someone that already is like interested, and swiping on you doesn't necessarily mean that they're interested in a lot of circumstances. So there's no magic solution there. You just got to keep going after it. But once again, and we've already said this to the first guy as well, like being in a bar setting is not going to help if you are trying to, if you have like a little bit of social anxiety, and if you're trying to overcome that and you're trying to talk to people, like a bar setting is not great. It's not. That's like you can move on to that setting later down when you have more experience, but like certainly the best scenario is going to be just a one-on-one type of date. And do you have a problem getting to that situation as well on dating apps? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, it never happened, but I think that if it happened, you know, if it came to the actually, you know, going to the bar with a girl, I think at that point I would be quite good. But the problem is that I cannot make this jump on dating apps.
Do you ask?
Yeah. I've tried like a couple of times. Maybe there is the problem. I don't know. Like after a couple of messages, just saying, "Oh, do you wanna go hang out at the bar or something so we can talk face to face?" But that couple of times that I tried that, I always got.
How many times would you say you've tried? Be honest.
Yeah. And do you say it just like
It
that?
actually 2 times I tried that.
Well, 2 times.
You tried
Did you
2
say
times,
it, hey,
brother. What are you doing? That's 2.
Hey, do you want to go out to a bar and talk face to face?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna give you an example from my life here that's not completely related to relationships. Okay, when I first started broadcasting, I was dog shit. Okay, I couldn't even string 2 fucking sentences together. I was really insecure. I could write well, so I decided I'm gonna like write on a teleprompter and then do my broadcasting that way. If I had stopped after 2 fucking videos because everyone was like, "Dude, you absolutely suck. You absolutely suck," then I would not be here right now. I would not be doing this. You got to keep trying. Like 2 is nothing. You know, that's not even a thing. Like, you don't even know if you're good or bad at texting people or even like getting dates if you've only been rejected twice after trying twice. Like, that's crazy. Just fire them off. You know, this is
Yeah,
You
I
still
know.
getting
But if I got like 30 swipes per day, like girls accepting me, then it would be cool, because I could try a lot of times. But I get one every, I don't know, 2 weeks.
You're not matching a lot.
Yeah. How picky are you? Have you had people reach out to you that you didn't respond to?
Does Amouranth want to get in on this? Sorry, by the way.
No, I
'cause
mean,
I think she wants to talk as well. I don't know. I'm seeing her in the chat. We can bring her in if she wants to. Sorry.
Amouranth, what a queen.
I'm not that picky. Like I started doing like the Ethan's trick, and I don't remember which video it was, but the trick of just swiping, yes, for everyone. So
So you
I'm not
swipe
that
yes
picky.
on everyone, you get a few matches a month,
Yeah.
and they don't
And
respond.
now I'm also like in a big city, Copenhagen. I mean, it's not that big, but it's like still 1 million people. So
You're
Maybe
also
you gotta work
exotic
on
as fuck, dude. You have a major advantage. You have a built-in advantage being from Italy, in Copenhagen.
It seems like you're not getting enough matches, so you got to work on your profile a little bit.
Yeah, I was
Do
gonna
you
say
change your-
that.
Do you work on your profile at all?
no, I have to admit I'm really bad at like all the stuff about taking picture and stuff like that.
Well,
I'm
there's
See,
really
the
that's
bad at
problem.
that's the problem. Yeah, like I was my Tinder profile was atrocious. Like, straight guys are notoriously bad at taking Tinder pictures, I think. So, I would definitely work on that, enhancing your profile.
Get a better photo, change the description, try that for a week, see if you get more matches. Get a really nice
I don't
photo of
know.
yourself.
Like I do take a good picture. Like I don't even know how to do that, honestly.
Take one right now. You don't have to. Sorry, I didn't want to.
I mean, dude, listen, that is going to be a little lame, but you're going to have to suck it up and you're going to have to get your friends to take photos of you sometimes, okay? Sometimes you need the homies to take a photo of you staring off pensively into the fucking distance, okay? It's just going to happen. It's just a part of life. It's a part of living in 2022, living in the modern era, living in an era where you got dating apps. You know, everybody does it. There's nothing you can do about it. You got all types of different like cool environments that you go to probably on a daily basis. Just fucking stare off into the distance and make them snap like 100 pics. One of them's gonna be good. Okay, so
You want to say hi?
you must do that. That is a must. Okay.
How would you describe your friends, by the way? Are these like broy bros that like, they like clown on you for being a virgin, or like, are those the type of friends we're talking about?
No. They're not. I mean, I think I am the first one who I clown on myself a lot for this issue. But
Hello.
hi, Hila.
Hi.
Chat's going crazy right now.
I'm going to pop any minute.
Show the profile again.
Wow.
That's great.
Congratulations.
Stay up.
Listen, this is why this is Loki. This is why I invited Ethan on, because I'm like, nobody listens to my advice, but they're like, you already have street cred. You know what I mean?
I got a pregnant wife, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, dude, I don't know what to say. It's a game of numbers. If you're not getting matches, you gotta. How would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 on attractiveness?
I don't know. I think I'm pretty middle. I don't know, middle of the scale.
You want to
Okay.
have him compare him to you
Or
again?
everybody says that.
Are you more attractive than me or no?
No, I think we are more or less the same. I'm your younger version.
More or less the same. So your prospects are looking pretty bad, dude.
Get the fuck out of here. Oh no. Okay.
You got a nice haircut. You groom, and you got like a nice haircut. You groomed. Are you fit? Like, how's your photo look?
Yeah. No, I'm not that fit, but I think I.
Can you hide it well? Like you got, you wear at least clothing that fits your body well.
I don't know. I think I'm starting to do that. Like there was a point in my life where I didn't give a fuck about clothing and stuff. But now I am starting to getting better, I think.
Damn, bro,
Do you
you're
enjoy-
Italian.
do you
Come
enjoy
on, you
work-
gotta flex that fucking. You gotta flex that fashion, dude.
go-
I don't think I have one singular like piece of Italian. You know.
Yeah, I was
Do
just
you,
memeing.
have you
don't
been to
have to.
America before?
No, I've been for like a week to New York, but that's it.
Okay.
Can you cook Italian food?
Yeah, I'm a great cook.
Dude, is that front and center in your profile?
Yes.
Yeah. It's in the first 2 lines.
What do you-
No
what- what- can
photos.
you just-
No, get the homies. Okay, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna invite before next week ends. You're gonna invite all your homies, okay? And you're gonna cook them. You're gonna whip up a sexy ass Italian meal for the boys, okay?
Yeah,
And
that's what I do
while
every
you're
week.
doing that, you're gonna be like, "Listen, I need you to take a photo of me, okay? I know this sounds a little weird, but
I mean, while I'm cooking.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, dude, yes. You have to
Amen.
communicate that to people. Well, like, you know, maybe even and then what's the second part of cooking? Eating. Take a photo with the boys when you're at a restaurant, okay? When you're eating a nice meal or something like that, okay? These are things you need to do. This is one way to immediately improve your profile, okay?
Put on an
Everybody
apron,
loves
too.
cooking.
Put on an apron and a
think-
chef's hat. And take
Okay,
a
maybe not a
shot.
chef's hat, but like an apron could be cool, I guess. Yes.
The kitchen is good. This is good. This is a good
Yeah.
direction.
No, but like I'm serious. I think honestly, look, I'm not I don't know. Wouldn't it be hot? Like even no matter what, like you say you don't work out and like you're not super fit, but don't women like find confidence sexy? So like take your shirt off, put the apron on
what?
with no shirt.
Dude, Austin,
no.
stop. You see, this is where okay, you're giving advice like a gay man right now,
Is that
okay?
gr-
This
is
isn't
that
fucking
Grindr
this is not
advice?
grinder, okay? He needs
Take
to
your shirt off.
I just think it's
I would say the opposite. Keep that shit on, bro.
okay. I don't know. I thought maybe confidence was sexy. The dad bod is in.
all the girls in the chat said no collectively as Austin was saying his
I mean,
things.
I'm not that out of shape, but I don't have a 6-pack neither, so I don't think it will work.
No, you don't. No, shirtless photos are
Alright,
like
Forget it.
that's
forget it,
very
whatever.
tricky. Shirtless photos on your dating profile is very very tricky. Even if you're shredded, a shirtless photo on your dating profile is tricky because like then you're basically signaling to people that like you're
I've done it
that
before.
guy.
Okay, well,
Austin, you are literally you're gay. Of course you have to have a shirtless photo in your profile, dude. What the fuck
That's
are we
true.
talking about?
that's true. You can't even be competitive if you don't have a shirtless photo.
That's
in your
that's
profile.
crazy. Like
That's just how you enter the game right there.
yes,
Anyway,
this
sorry.
is entirely
Forget what I
different
said. Keep
playing
your shirt
field.
on. Keep your shirt on.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, but
Anyway,
so if I can ask the last question, maybe.
Yeah. go
You're
ahead.
only 22. It's like you're not. You shouldn't be panicking yet. You know.
You should be
Yeah, but,
panicking at all at
my
any
issue
age.
is that it has been with me for a lot of time, from my perspective, and it seems like things around it have got better, everything around it has got better, but this single thing has remained like stuck for, I don't know, 5 years, or 6 or,
Dude, you have
You'll
so
be
much time. You have so much
Dude,
time. You're crazy. You're super young. You're crazy for even thinking about that or feeling bad about that. What you got to solve right now is getting to the dating phase at the very least, like getting to a situation where you're going on dates and stuff. And that's the problem that you need to solve first. Not that there is a problem. It seems like there isn't. You just haven't really been trying. So get after it. Fix up your dating profile a little bit. Get some cool photos in there. If you have a friend with a dog, definitely take a photo with a dog. That's always
100%.
good. One
Yes.
photo while you're cooking, and of course when you start conversations, like people don't really put a lot of stuff on there that is good, and creates opportunity to converse. So I'm not really good at dating apps. I'll be honest with you, like, or at least on Raya, there's really nothing going on there. Like that's really interesting to talk about. So you just gotta get lucky with like whatever your set of interests are. And you're gonna be all right. Just oh, Amouranth is ready. Okay, I'll send you the Discord invite. Well, I can't. One of my mods will reach out to you, but go to discord.gg/Hasan Amouranth.
My parents who are babysitting are leaving.
Oh, are you about to leave?
I gotta leave soon.
Oh no. Okay. All right. Let's get after it then. Hopefully that was helpful.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you guys very
Austin,
much.
why'd you
Take
turn off
I'm
care,
the
dude.
jerking
camera?
off. I was fanning myself with my fucking robe. It's hotter than
Shirts
shit.
off. Shirts off, dude.
Oh, dude, I can't. No, not in this lighting. I just show a little peck. You know what I'm saying? A little upper peck right here. Just that's what we do. Just a little bit. Just a little tease, Ethan. You know what I'm saying?
I do. Yes.
Okay, while we wait, by the way, I got to run an ad break right now because, you know, contractual obligation and all. Ladies and gentlemen, you already know, top of the hour ad break. You can subscribe for $5 or for free with the Twitch Prime in order to avoid those ads while we wait for the next person. Okay. Here's the 1 minute ad break now. Okay. Who's next?
The next person's Lamar. Amouranth has access to just click on the stream voice channel if she wants to join.
Amouranth, you have been granted streamer permission, so you just need to get onto the voice channel. Yeah, just click on the stream voice channel, and you'll be in here.
Yo.
What's up, Lamar?
How's it going, Lamar?
It's going good, yeah. How you guys doing?
Doing well. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us this
Thank you.
evening.
Oh man, this is your charitable work. I know.
No worries. What brings you here today?
So, Hasan, man, you need to diversify your audience because I've got the same issues as last guy and waffles pretty much.
Well, you have the same issues, but you're a oi bruv on top of that.
Yeah.
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 I was ready for that. I was ready.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right. So what's up? Talk to us, Lamar.
All right. So the situation is basically, so I'm like 21, and I got like real deep into incel type shit when I was like 16. And then like I kind of started getting out of it around 19-ish, and started cleaning myself up watching political Twitch streamers that shall remain nameless, and then Hasan later on. But then obviously that was like as of about 2019, and then 2020 obviously Rona hit as well. So pretty much throughout all my late teens, and then through university as well, I've not really had any interaction with women at all ever.
So
like, yeah.
Go ahead. Finish, please.
That's basically it. That's
so
what I would say.
do you? I'm thinking that perhaps maybe you need to increase those interactions.
Yeah,
similar to the last. Oh, have you been doing that? What have you been doing?
So I got Tinder a couple weeks ago, and I get matches on Tinder. I do pretty well.
There we go.
Hey, Amouranth.
Yo.
What's up, Amouranth?
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for inviting me.
No problem. Thanks for blessing us with your presence. You can turn on your cam too if you want.
I'm trying to figure that out. Let me try my virtual camera.
So you get we're in the hot tub and everything. Let's
Boom. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know how to get it so that I don't have my overlay on. It's transferring the overlay right now.
It's fun.
Okay.
Change bikini. We passed that. We changed bikini already? Or do you still owe us?
Maybe I can get like a less cluttered scene.
Boom. Damn, you got different angles and everything. What?
Yeah, there we go.
Amouranth, yes. I love this so much.
I feel like I can't give advice anymore. I'm doing. Okay, let's do it.
This is actually what I used to do. Like last year, maybe more than that. I used to have a segment where people would send me their Tinder bios, and I would tell them what the fuck is wrong with it, and what they need to delete, and how to reword things.
Oh hell yeah. Okay.
Good service, like a third-party service.
Notice how quiet Lamar got. I feel like okay, Lamar, explain your issues now.
Lamar, hey, it's okay.
It's all good, man. Don't worry about it.
No, tell us. It's okay.
Yeah. So I'll carry on pretty much. So I get matches on Tinder, and I do speak to them, but there's a lot of background noise. There's not really a whole lot I can do about that.
Is it
I don't
is
know.
it me? Do I have background noise?
No.
No,
that's not
no.
me.
We can't hear your
One of the
background
mods
noise.
messaged me.
Lamar, you're good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So I do talk to them on there, but it's really about. That's honestly more of a confidence boost. I'm not really that interested in getting with Tinder girls for like short term kind of stuff. Really, more my problem is for like real life kind of things.
But don't you meet Tinder girls and then the goal is like you meet and see if you have a connection? It's not just to hook up, is it?
I mean, in my experience so far, it's mostly been people wanting to hook up.
So
Well,
someone in the chat
yeah.
said, Hasanabi, listen to me, tell the Oibruv that Tinder in the UK is just for guys who want to BANG. He needs to get Hinge. So
What does that mean?
Hinge.
So it seems like if you're looking for a long-term committed relationship, you're looking in the wrong places. Unless you want to get it out of the way and then definitely keep on Tinder.
Yeah. I don't know.
There's Bumble, right? That's the one that where like women get to choose you.
Yeah, women get to talk first, I think. Yeah.
So either that could be really good or just nothing happens at all, knowing women. I'm not sure which one.
Yeah. I think I do. I haven't used Bumble or Hinge. I've never heard of Hinge, to be honest. But no, I might check them out. But anyway, this is more of an aside. This was not like the main point of me coming on.
What's the main point?
The main point was I've had my eyes set on an IRL girl for the past couple months.
IRL girl. Okay.
Yeah. No,
If you're
you know
not
what I
voting
mean,
on a
man.
streamer, I'm so impressed. Good for you.
What?
I didn't say
So
that.
tell us about this bird, mate.
All right. So I work from home doing like software development stuff, and at lunchtime I go out and get coffee and all this kind of typical shit. I don't really know. And yeah, the woman who serves me coffee she's mighty fine, and
Yeah.
she seems relatively into me as well. Like not 100% sure, but like 60-ish% sure, but I'm not entirely sure how to go about it.
What sort of things does she do that leads you to believe she's into you?
Well, we
And,
have
and
like,
Amouranth, maybe you could help with this.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. It's just because we talk. There's not really that much else to it.
Her
So
job.
I could just be dead wrong. Like
That's what I was gonna say. You got to be careful in those.
for a while.
You got to be careful in those situations because, as Amouranth says, her job is to, to talk to you.
No, but like, it's not like a sit-down restaurant. It's like she's got other people waiting to serve. It's like I'm getting coffee and leaving, but she'll stop and talk.
Right, but it can be dangerous because if she picks up the vibe that you're kind of into her, she's gonna ham it up a little bit so you give her a tip.
Well, they
True.
don't tipping
But do people
culture
really tip in
doesn't
the UK?
exist. Yeah, it doesn't
Does
exist
it?
like that. No.
No,
Oh,
I've never
okay.
tipped in my life.
I mean, what's there to lose? You say, hey, you know what? Maybe it's just me, but I don't know. Maybe we could talk outside the coffee shop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's it.
that
There's
is
no-
the running plan, but I
If
don't
she
know about the
says no,
phrasing.
then you fucking go to a different coffee
Because
shop.
she could find that creepy if you word it like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you mean, like a back alley or like?
I would maybe get her number. How about that? Could I get your number?
One.
Yeah.
There you go. If she's into you, she'll say yes, and if she's not, she'll say no. And
Or
then
be
she'll
choose
say
like-
one.
yes and give you a fake number.
And be
That's
like, I'm
true. You
looking
have to
for a
watch out
proper
for that.
shagging, bro. That's what you should say to her.
What matters?
Sorry.
But she'll just
You have to go
lie
on.
and tell you she has a boyfriend if she's not into you.
Yeah.
So
It's fine. You just go to a different coffee shop and be embarrassed for a few days and move on.
yeah, Lamar, I think look, I think you need to ask her number. Find in the hey, as you're leaving, right? That's always the best thing because you want to have like it's the end of the conversation. You're like, hey, I gotta go run to whatever you do on a daily basis. Hey, I gotta go run. Can I get your number real quick? I feel like we could, I don't know what
Yeah.
else to say after that, but just hey, can I get your number? Get her number and see if she gives it to you. Cool. If not, then cool. And then you know.
Exactly.
Just you know, you could just even qualify it by saying something along the lines of like, I could be totally off base here, but I you know, and feel free to tell me if that's the case. But you know, I think we got a good thing going on. Yeah, and then ask for her number.
People in real life is not to deep it like that and be like
Like
I'm into you, you're into me, and just try and keep it casual.
Let's be honest. It doesn't matter what you say. If she's interested, she's gonna give you the number. You know, you're figuring out like, oh, I gotta say it this way, I gotta say it this way. It doesn't really matter. Like, you guys have some rapport. She already knows if she's interested in you or not. Let's be honest. So it doesn't really, just say whatever you think sounds good in your head, and she'll say yes or no, and then you know.
Ethan, dude, you're so right. Everybody overthinks. They want to say the right, perfect thing, but if they like you, it's really hard to fuck up. Like Lamar, you would have to pull your pants down and take a shit in the middle of a coffee shop,
right,
for it to fuck that situation up. That may put you on, you know.
This way is actually really risk-free because it's a woman who works at a coffee shop. That's the only time you'll be seeing her is at that coffee shop. So she's not going to feel like she owes it to you to keep relations like she would a coworker. You know, she's not going to feel like I can't make this awkward because I see him every day. She's not going to be afraid to like just tell you how it is at the coffee shop, yes or no.
Yeah, a lot of people in the chat are suggesting that you give her your number. That way, like, she can make the decision. But you have to remember, like, if she doesn't text you and if she doesn't use that number, then it's GG's. You know what I mean? Like, don't be weird about it. And
that one's. I like just being.
That way works too. I think that it just depends on the culture in your area. If that's like a thing that happens or not, I don't know. I feel like women here in America, they really like initiative.
Yeah.
And they feel weird for some reason because America's like really prude. It's still kind of weird for a lot of women to make that first move, and they feel like they're being a slut if they text you. But if they're just replying, then it's not as weird. So it really depends on each woman.
I agree.
Yep.
I agree. Just be direct, and if you do it that way, you'll still have questions about like, oh, what happened, something. You're gonna want to go back in there and check on her. You're just gonna prolong the whole uncomfortable shit. Just be direct. You know, show her your dick.
What?
Sort out.
Coffee shop.
Yeah. Yeah, no, here's what you do. Here's what you do. You wait until you figure out what her shift schedule looks like. You wait until she's done with her job, okay? And then you follow her, and then you go, "Oh my god, it's so crazy, fancy seeing you here." And then afterwards, like women love that. Women love to be stalked like that. It's like something that they're really into.
He's being sarcastic. Please,
yes,
chat.
I'm sure. Don't do any of those things.
I'm sure someone in chat is like, really? Oh my god, the king has spoken.
I was literally joking, and people are like, "Well, it's because you're a Chad, dude." It's like, no, I would never do that, dude. That is Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, don't do any of that. I was just kidding.
Yeah.
Please. Oh my god.
Go for
I
it.
don't want to take too much of your time because I know there's a lot of people.
Lamar, next steps are to get her number if you can. Just ask politely, of course. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But at least you know what the result is.
Yeah.
Exactly. You get some closure for yourself so you can just move on or whatever. You know.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Do it, bro.
All
Be
right,
that
Lamar.
guy.
Best of luck to you.
Yeah.
Be that guy. Be the guy that asks for the cute hostess's number.
No.
Be brave. Have balls. You got this.
Yes. Have balls.
Good luck.
Good luck. Good luck, my friend.
All right, I gotta go.
Oh damn. Okay.
Thank you, Ethan. Why am I like acting like this is my fucking?
All right.
stream?
Well,
I'm like
Ethan.
I've introduced everybody.
Ethan, thank you so much for coming on. This
Thank
was
you, guys.
wonderful.
It was
Good
fun.
to see you.
Chatty, nice seeing you, Amouranth.
Thank you, Ethan. Nice to meet you.
Natural habitat this time, not in a pool full of crackers like the last time.
Yeah, I know. The last time, yeah. Last time we did a hot tub
But,
stream, it was I felt greasy afterwards.
Yeah, that was pretty nasty. The crackery. Yeah, I've been selling some of those crackers you were sitting on. I've been bottling those and selling them in the black market.
Really?
I've got like 100K banked. So I owe you
I bought
guys
some of
money.
them.
Yeah, I got one that Hasan farted on, and that one actually sold for the most.
Tell you
Crackers
what.
that farted on.
Ugh.
Amouranth, you ever think about jarring your farts like that one girl, or is that?
You're not supposed to give away my soon business strats. Come on. That's
Apparently,
supposed
it's
to be
dangerous
surprise.
though. She had a heart
Oil in the
attack. No.
pot.
I
It's dangerous.
think
What?
I don't
She
think
had a heart
Amouranth.
attack?
I think if
No,
Amouranth.
I'm pretty sure she got COVID, and then she just made up an excuse online because she was already in the hospital taking pics, and was like, "I can just tell people that it's because of my farts, and that
Yeah,
way I can stop farting in a jar and get relevant, and then promote my NFTs."
you're right. That's a really good point. You don't really go. Yeah.
Heart attack.
Exactly.
Would you fart in a jar for charity, Amouranth?
Yeah, I would fart for charity.
All right, my gears are turning.
Fart for
Like
dogs.
colon cancer or
Dogs in
something?
need.
Colon cancer research.
Hey,
Fart.
colon cancer is no joke either. I got a colonoscopy this year.
You
Or last
did?
year. Last
You're
year.
Old
so young.
man.
I know. I did it because I'm a hypochondriac, but I decided to go get it because I thought I felt something. And they did find a precancerous polyp. No shit.
Holy shit, that's
Yeah.
good luck for you.
Could
I
have
mean,
saved
that,
my life. I
Actually,
mean,
working with Ludwig to do something soon. I would have asked Hasan, but he's anti-capitalist, so you know.
For what?
It's
well,
for,
you
for upcoming deal. You'll see soon. You'll see. Maybe some
Oh.
farts. Who knows? Something to do with
Hasan,
that.
if she's farting in the jars and selling them herself, she's controlling the means of production.
Yeah,
That's
it's your farts. You know, it's your body. You're just selling. You're just selling whatever you want to
My
sell.
body,
There's nothing
my
wrong with that.
choice. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, do you?
right.
Fart
Well-
for a cause.
Everybody watching Hasan, love you guys. Everybody on the stream, all the callers, love y'all. Hasan, excited to be back on Leftovers with you soon.
Hell yeah.
That's a full salute, brother.
Oh yeah, I want to be on
See you
Leftovers
soon,
again. That
brother.
was fun. I'll be in LA either late this month or next month. So
Are you buying a house or something in LA?
I'm trying to figure it out. Still, I was gonna buy.
she's
Rihanna's
buying
house.
Los Angeles. She's the
I'm buying Los
wealthiest woman on
Angeles.
He's gonna buy
Yeah.
another gas station and live in the gas station.
But that would be content.
Yeah.
Free Slurpees for everyone who comes to visit me.
All right. Well,
I
anyway,
don't know if you
gotta
want
go.
people visiting you.
Take care.
Love y'all.